Between 1980 and 2020, the average price of tuition, fees, room and board for an undergraduate degree increased by 169%, according to a report from the Georgetown University Center on Education and the Workforce. While over that same 40-year period, earnings for workers ages 22 to 27 only increased by 19%. Because of this, many high school students have decided to go to community college or not gain any higher education at all. You will hear multiple sources' opinions on whether you should go to college, go to community college, or not go to college at all. Hi, Ben. So my first question is just, why are you in college right now?
The idea of further education always seemed kind of exciting to me. The classes we were able to take in high school didn't really fulfill many of my interests, which if you don't know, I'm trying to take the field of electrical engineering and apply it to the music field, try and make it more accessible to more people. And so the courses you get in high school don't really cover that field. And so I was looking for a way to be able to expand my horizons.
Would you say college has given you more of a hands-on experience into what you want to do compared to high school?
Yes. So in high school, I took AP Physics C my senior year. And that was the only real hands-on experience I had with what I was interested in with the circuits labs that we did. The labs in general they offer at the university are much better quality, I'd say. You're able to do a lot more and research a little bit more of what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. So research is also part of the reason, would you say?
Yeah. You can talk to any professor and they'll try to get you into what they're looking at.
But how much is the total cost of your education, including tuition, living expenses, and just everything?
So I've gotten pretty lucky. I've gotten a lot of scholarships to be here just because of like the support groups. Like Lombard West is pretty good about reaching out and getting money to people who need it. And then also just kind of test scores have helped out. So
you talked about how you have a lot of scholarships. How would you say that most people can get scholarships, or it has to be a select few who are academically outstanding to get those scholarships?
It definitely depends on where you're coming from regionally. So like where we're from at Lombard West, we have a lot of money floating around that's able to go to these students. We're definitely in a more privileged area as opposed to some other areas of the world. But the big universities, they'll try to get money to students. They don't want you to pay the entire cost on your own.
Have you gotten other meaningful experiences outside of the classroom?
I mean, definitely. You get to meet a lot of different people that you wouldn't meet otherwise. In high school, a lot of your friends are based around who you're nearby, and like just because of your proximity to them. But now you actually have to go out and seek those people that you like. And so the friends and like the connections that you make are a lot more meaningful, I've found. And then, as I mentioned before, I'm in the marching band here, and so that once again provides another good connection and found more of my interests, and so that's really valuable. But even if like band isn't your interest, there are all these great clubs, student-led organizations. All of those will find good people and like good programs that you can go through.
For people who are nervous about college because they might not have had the greatest grades, would you say that there's a big skill curve, like there's a big curve from high school to college in terms of difficulty of classes and just coursework?
That would depend on your major. So for engineers, it does step up a bit just because the requirements are a little bit amplified from what you had to do in high school. So gen eds, I'd say it's almost on level, if not a step down.
Next, I decided to talk to a student at the local community college and have their view on how important their degree is and how it will benefit them in the future. All right, so first could I get started off with your name?
Jess.
And what are you studying here and what year are you?
I'm studying dental hygiene and I'm a junior at COD.
Okay, so why did you choose, why are you at COD here right now?
I know that COD has one of the best dental hygiene programs in the area and I wanted to save money. But yeah, that's kind of the biggest reason why I chose community college. COD offers a lot of good scholarship money and so I wanted to take advantage of that and kind of make a good financial choice for myself while also pursuing something that I love.
You consider after this and working for a while, would you consider going to a four-year college and getting a bachelor's degree or something higher than that?
I don't think so. For dental hygiene, we don't necessarily need a bachelor's degree, so that's kind of also why I chose to go with community college since it's only a 2-year program. So yeah, there are opportunities that COD offers. It's called the 3+1 program where you can do 3 years at COD and then there's professors from other surrounding universities who come and teach here at COD, but you get your degree from the university. So it's kind of like a partnership that they do with the universities around here, which is cool. So that's something that I would possibly look into, but for right now, I think I'm happy with the 2-year associate's degree.
Other than just the education year, have there been any other benefits from just going here?
Honestly, I love the advisors here, and I've met a good group of people, community. So that's one thing that I would definitely say. It's close to home, but yeah, the biggest thing for me was making a good financial choice, I would say.
I know that a big thing for people between deciding going to community college and a 4-year college is the fact that there's not a giant student body and there's not a lot of school spirit, or there seems to be a perception of not a lot of school spirit. Would you say there's school spirit here, or is it very individualistic?
I think so. I think there's a lot of, I know like the counseling, advising, and like, I forget what it's called, but they try to, I'm always getting emails about certain events that are going on for students and everything. So that's kind of optional for people to attend. But personally for me, I know a lot of people are worried about not getting the college experience per se, going to a community college, but you're also you're living at home, and you're usually able to go and visit friends at other colleges if you want to. So I feel like that's kind of one thing that I've done to kind of make it feel like more of a college experience when like living at home and being at a community college.
Mm-hmm. I know that you haven't even started working yet because you're still here getting your degree, but do you know if like a community college degree is still valued the same as a bachelor's degree at another college?
It is, yeah. Honestly, the salary is the same for dental hygiene, I know specifically. Associates versus bachelors, you get paid the same. There's nothing that a bachelor's degree gives you more than an associate's for dental hygiene, so that's also kind of why I chose to be here at COD. But yeah. My last interview is with the founder of an interior design company who, instead of going to college, decided to learn through mentorships.
What led you to decide to, instead of going to college, to make your own company and just go down a different path?
I had a mentor that gave me an alternative from the classic going to school. I had a mentor that says, you don't have to do that. You can make a lot of money if you work really hard. And he gave me an alternative. He kind of, taught me some of the business, and I met somebody else in Glen Ellen that taught me other parts of the business. So I had good mentors.
Yeah, so how'd you make the shift from being just an apprentice to opening your own company and hiring others?
I got laid off. I started working full-time as in a condominium complex in Naperville, doing remodeling and maintenance. Someone started teaching me it. I was, getting paid, a basic, really low pay, and I started learning how to do it. And then the board of directors for the condominium complex decided to get rid of everyone. And then at that point, I had a choice. I could go to Home Depot and get a job, or I had a friend that I was friends with from Bloomberg West. He said, I have a friend that's in construction. I'll introduce you to him. And then I met him, and then he taught me how to price jobs, how to deal with customer service, how to do quality work. And so I started working for him for a few years, and he taught me the other aspect of it. So basically, it's what it comes down is if you're not going to go to college, you have to find someone, a mentor.
So do you think a good route, if someone is planning on going into college but not immediately, would be to do an internship and figure out if they really like that and then see if they want to pursue their education?
100%. I mean, if you can look at the statistics of people that actually graduate from college and actually use their degree, it's very low. You know what I mean? They get their degree and then they end up going in different fields. Unless you're a lawyer, accountant, doctor, those other fields, it's very common that people don't use their degree.
As you're a business owner, how do you approach hiring employees through this system? Do you look for ones that have a college education? Do you prefer ones who have or haven't, or do you just treat them do you treat them the same?
I don't even look at college education because, it depends on obviously the position. But I'll give you an example. A designer, I have designers on staff, and all a college education, a college degree in design, all it tells me is that they're serious about wanting to do that.
Overall, there is no real answer to if university, community college, or a mentorship is the right answer. Either way, as long as you put in effort, you will find something that works for you and you have a successful future.